to another episode of Learn Japanese from Some Guy. In today's video, we are going to look at the final part in my little three-part series where we will learn all about using te kureru. So, by the end of this lesson, we'll know how to say things like, she did his homework, or my mother read the book for me. So, if you've learned how to use te ageru and te morao up to now, which we looked at in parts 1 and part 2, today's lesson I think should be pretty easy. So, without further ado, hajimarimashou ka. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Alright everyone, here we are, the last part of this little series. We are going to finish off today by looking at te kureru. So, as we already know, kureru is the verb we use when someone does something for watashi. Okay, so, and I said before that it can be translated as, give me or do for me. Okay, so our conjugation for kureru is going to work the exact same way with ageru and morao. We just add kureru to the te form of our verb. So here we have some examples to show you how it works, as if you didn't already know. So here we have the dictionary form of the verb. So we have kao becomes katte, katte kureru. Tsukuru, tsukutte, tsukutte kureru. Kaku, kaite, kaite kureru. 教える、教えて、教えてくれる。開く、開いて、開いてくれる。読む、読んで、読んでくれる。And する、して、してくれる。So if you're able to conjugate to the te form, all you have to do is add kureru and you get, do that verb for me. So just like before, we're going to practice some on our own now. So remember, you can go to learnjapanesefromsomeguy.com. You can download the PDF that has this little worksheet on it to print out and write on. But so in this first column here, just write the te form of the verb and then te kureru. And of course, as always, be sure to write in hiragana and kanji. So here we have the first two verbs. So pause the video, answer these. And the last 6, pause the video, answer these. All right, now let's check. All right, so number 1, we have kiku. 聞いて、聞いてくれる。Number 2, 注ぐ、注いで、注いでくれる。Number 3, 飲む、飲んで、飲んでくれる。Number 4, 閉める、閉めて、閉めてくれる。Number 5, 持つ、持って、持ってくれる。Number 6, 待つ、待って、待ってくれる。Number 7, 考える、考えて、考えてくれる。And the last one, kuru, kite, kite kureru. All right, so if you're able to answer those, perfect, we can move on. Now we're going to look at the structure of a te kureru sentence. So we'll see we have the subject, which will be highlighted in blue, the recipient in green, the object in red, and the verb in pink or purple. So this chart looks a little different than the ones we saw before, a little simpler. You'll notice that the recipient is only going to be watashi. So remember before I said, kureru can be translated as, give me or do for me. So the recipient cannot be him or her. You would need to use ageru or morao. And if you have been really paying attention, you'll remember that kureru can also be used for family members and coworkers. But we're just going to try and keep everything simple here. So in these sentences, the recipient is just going to be watashi. Okay, so let's see. Here we have number 1. 彼女が私にこれを作ってくれた. She made this for me. So here we have 作ってくれた. So the past tense casual form of kureru is くれた. 作ってくれた. And number 2, 泉さんが私にこれを書いてくれました. So now here we have the past tense polite form of kureru, which is くれました. 書いてくれました. And you'll notice here that 私に is in parentheses. And that's because you don't have to say watashi ni, you can leave it out. So remember, kureru is, give me or do for me. So to say watashi is a little redundant. You don't have to say watashi. You can just say, Izumi-san ga kore o kaite kuremashita. And that means she wrote this for me. So you can say it, but you don't have to. And number 3, kare wa watashi ni presento o katte kuremasu. He will buy a present for me. Number 4, 彼女が私にこの漢字の読み方を教えてくれた. She taught me how to read this kanji. Number 5, りょうくんが私の宿題をしてくれた. Ryo did my homework for me. And the last one, 先生が私にこれを教えてくださいました. So here we have, instead of 教えてくれる or 教えてくれました, we're using くださる. So the polite form of くれる is くださる. So if you remember, we have あげる becomes 差し上げる. もらう becomes いただく. And くれる becomes くださる. Those are the polite forms of those three verbs. So we have the teacher, sensei, is the one doing something for me. So I want to be polite and I say, 教えてくださいました. He did this, he taught this to me, and I'm very humbled. So you can be polite and say くださる instead of くれる. All right, so anyway, that's going to do it. Now we're going to just look at the practice problem. So this lesson is not very long, so we can get started. So we're just going to use the polite form to fill in the blanks with the given verbs in the te kureru form. So, for example, we have mom made lunch for me. So we have お母さんが私にランチを作ってくれました. So made lunch. So remember, we have to use the past tense, and we're using just the polite form. Okay. So here we have numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pause the video. Answer these. And the last one, number 5. Pause the video and answer this one. All right. So now let's check. All right. Number 1, we have my friend lent me 2,000 yen. 友達が私に2,000円を貸してくれました. Number 2, he wrote my address for me. 彼が私の住所を書いてくれました. Number 3, Akiko will do it for me. Akiko さんが私にそれをしてくれます. And number 4, mom bought this for me. お母さんがこれを買ってくれました. And number 5, he read this for me. 彼がこれを読んでくれました. And that's it. So before we finish, let's just look at the little summary of what we learned here today. So we learned that we can use, in this chapter, we learned many things. So we learned that we can use te ageru when an action is done for the benefit of someone else. We use, when using te ageru, the receiver of the action will not be watashi. Remember, if the receiver of an action is watashi, we use kureru. And we have te yaru as the casual form of te ageru. So if you're talking to someone lower than you, or doing something maybe for an animal like your dog, you can use te yaru. Let's see. Ageru in te ageru can be conjugated just like any type 2 form verb. Te morao is used to show that an action was done for the benefit of someone else. And when we use te morao, the doer of the action is marked with ni or kara. And the polite version of morao is itadaku. Te kureru is used when an action is done for watashi. And when the recipient of something is watashi in a sentence using te kureru, the subject along with ni can be omitted. So we don't need watashi ni nani o kureru. You can leave it out. All right, but that's going to do it for today. So we finished te ageru, te morao, and te kureru. So make sure to watch these videos a couple times because it can be a little confusing. But once you get them down, I promise they're very easy. But moving on, we're going to look at chapter 35 next week, and we're going to practice describing our desires with tai. So we'll know how to say things like, I want to eat sushi, or I want to listen to music. So definitely be sure to check that out, and we'll see you next time. Mata ne. Check out some of my other videos here, and also be sure to check out my textbook, Learn Japanese from Some Guy, on Amazon. And as always, be sure to subscribe for more awesome videos like this one.